Party is creating so much welfare for the state, it's collapsing the economy. Almost 20% of Israeli men aged 35 to 54 are not working. 27% of Arab men, 65% of Orthodox Jews don't work. That's the third party. And every time they're like, I don't know, they'll give us another day off. What will you give us? Most of these people opt for the life of state-subsidized religious study. It's bankrupting the system. And the people who are living off the system end up being political pawns. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you've ever been to Israel before. After September 11th, I went to Israel. I tried to figure things out a little bit. It's not what you see on TV. I expected everything to be burning cars. It's not. It's an amazing place. The most amazing thing that I think I came back from that experience with is my visit to the Temple Mount. I didn't obviously go to the Temple Mount. I can't because I'm not Muslim. But, I mean, standing anywhere in that country, you feel that mount. At least I did. This is the space on earth where people think that God first talked to man. First time that God would speak to man as an individual. Abraham prepared to sacrifice Isaac right there. It's where Solomon built the temple. It's where Muhammad ascended into the sky. It's where Jesus turned over the tables. It's where Christians believe the Antichrist will stand, where they'll build the temple again, and it's where Jesus will return again. I mean, this is an amazing spot of land. It's only 45 acres. That's the size of a shopping mall. That place. You can feel it, the power from the Temple Mount. You can. And it's got the whole world looking at it. Muslims, Christians, Jews. I mean, you may not believe in any of this stuff. I do. But you may not believe in this. But you got to ask yourself, how is it that a country the size of a postage stamp could throw the world into chaos and is predicted to play the central role in the coming of the Messiah? Fiji is about the same size as the entire country. New Jersey is slightly bigger. Wow. How is it a country that size that disappeared 2,000 years ago? I mean, here's a country that it was foretold would be destroyed and then would come back again and play a great role. Can you name any country that has left the face of the earth and then reformed and come back 2,000 years later? I got one. How about you? Israel was gone for centuries. Now, how did it get back into the picture? What happened? This is where it gets dicey and where America is involved. What a surprise! 1917, Woodrow Wilson. World War I. Most of Europe was preparing for war in 1917. Europe wanted to go to war. They wanted to duke it out. The U.S., the people didn't want to be involved, but the government did. We wanted war for two reasons. One, we knew that we would become the strongest of the world players because we were loaning everybody money. It's kind of like what China is doing now. They know they're going to win in the end because we're all their slaves. We're indebted to them. Woodrow Wilson knew this. How could you defeat the British Empire? You didn't have to worry about defeating the British Empire. We'd own them. And then we could tell them, which we did, you got to get rid of your navy, cut it in half. They'd have a giant IOU hanging over their head. The second reason we wanted to get involved is really a twisted reason. It's the progressives again. They actually believed a war in Europe would provide some sort of, their language, not mine, collective salvation for man. Whew. All right. Europe couldn't afford the war. We were willing to finance, but they also had some other problems. So they turned to the rich and powerful Jewish community, including the first president of the state of Israel, Chaim Weizmann. This guy was key in helping fund and equip the British war effort, World War I. He did something else. Germany had cornered the market on acetone. I don't even know what that is. Sounds nasty. It's a key ingredient for arms production. Britain didn't have any.